Hey, how's it going, guys? I just want to make a short video real quick, just giving a rundown of basically just what you need to get the Terminator X up and running. Show you how I installed my kit. Um, I'll post the part numbers to everything in the description down below to what you need. But basically, for starters, you'll need an alternator plug. Holley sells alternator plug, the 1-wire alternator plug with the relay, or I'm sorry, not relay, the resistor already in line and everything. You just hook it up to 12 volt keyed on. I use it goes back and goes into the power tap connector for the alternator. Like I said, I made my own out of just chopped the connector off an old harness and just wired in. I think it's like a 500 ohm resistor in line there. And then another thing that you're going to need is the threaded style intake air temperature sensor. It's like I said, I'll post the part numbers below, but it's a threaded style. It's 3/8 MPT. You need to locate that somewhere right before the throttle body, especially on a turbo application. It's real critical. Just like I said, just making a quick video, giving you a rundown real quick. I got my truck all torn apart right now. Made a close to 600 wheel on the stock motor, stock 5.3 with the eBay GT45, and now putting a Gen 4 6-liter in it that I built, 11.5 to 1 compression ratio with a 88 millimeter billet Huron speed turbo. So looking forward to that. Also doing a little bit of a built 4L80E, hardened billet input shafts, and forward drum and some other goodies. But Circle D billet 258 millimeter converter. So hoping, trying to hit break a 4-digit, you know, just to say I've done it pretty much. But as far as the wiring goes on these trucks, is pretty simple. The only other thing that you need is besides the alternator wiring, like I said, the intake air temperature sensor. It's optional, but you can, and it's a good idea to do a pressure transducer here for the fuel pressure sensor. This does not come with the Terminator X. I'll post the part number to it below. It's just a 0 to 100 psi transducer from Holley. This is the Holley sensor. It's real nice, you know, to be able to see that. I think that's about it. I had to do my own starter wiring here. You can see for the starter circuit, I just bypassed the factory stuff pretty much and used the factory relays. And that's another thing, is I used all the factory relays and fuses instead of adding another fuse box. I figured there's no point because it's already there, so I just tapped into everything. And if you guys are interested in seeing how to do that, on the should be applicable to the any 03 to 06 platform here. So be glad to share that with you. But it makes it really plug and play, really simple. And actually what I did is I had another harness that was a spare harness that I used for parts and stuff, and I just cut the connector for the fuse block off of it, and used that and made everything so it's plug and play, so nothing's cut. If I wanted to, I've still got the factory harness. I can still I could still pull all this out and put the factory harness in, put it all back to stock if I wanted to. No harm, no foul. The only other thing that you're going to need besides those, it's basically 3 things: the intake air temperature sensor, fuel pressure sensor, then an alternator plug. I'm not running AC, so we don't have to worry about that. The only other thing is flex fuel sensor. I've got my flex fuel sensor wired up. You will need a 10,000 ohm pull-up resistor on the 5-volt lead. It goes from let me know, I can post a schematic if you guys don't understand what I'm saying. But it's pretty straightforward. It's just down here where the power tap connector is, underneath that floor, underneath the mat there. I've got 10,000 ohm pull-up resistor on the 5-volt power tap lead to the signal wire from the flex fuel sensor that comes back to the inputs, on the inputs and outputs there. And then I've got this neat little guy here. I've got my 2-step on that one right there. This one's not wired up yet, but that's pretty neat. I like that shifter. It's pretty neat. B&M Pro ratchet shifter. Pretty cool. I'm still using the Turbo Smart eBoost 2 to control the boost, so love that guy. That's about it. Like I said, we're getting ready to put the new setup in, just waiting on to get the transmission back from the transmission builder. We'll be set on that. I'll show you how here how I mounted mine. Just some Velcro there, you know, keep it nice and clean. Just cut out a little spot in the back to run the wires through, nice and clean. You can see too how I've got my screen. Los Vasquez 3D prints these mounts, and they are like Legos. It drops perfectly, right in perfect. You can tell he's put some R&D into that. A beautiful fitment. I'm very happy with that. Very nice guy to deal with. Hit him up on Facebook if you need one. He makes them for all the styles of screens, not just that little guy. I'm actually going to upgrade from that here soon. But that's after we get the truck back together. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Be glad to answer anything. We're also, you know, we're a dealer at TIC, so if you have any questions about pricing, I can help you with that. Inventory, I can help you with that. Installs, I can help you with that. If you know any questions you may have, if I don't know the answers to it, you know, I'll do my best to help you figure it out. So yeah, just give me a call. Let's build some fast stuff. Like I said, I'm always glad to help. Number's 336-719-0599, extension 202, and catch you guys later.